The Banaue rice terraces are a remarkable and iconic agricultural landscape located in the province of Ifugao in the Philippines, often hailed as the eighth wonder of the world. These terraces, carved into the mountainside over 2,000 years ago by the indigenous Ifugao people, are an extraordinary example of ancient engineering, labor, and cultural heritage. The rice terraces stretch across several municipalities, with the town of Banaue serving as the focal point. The terraces are not only a vital part of the local agricultural system, but also serve as a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Ifugao people. The history of the Banaue rice terraces dates back over 2 millennia when the Ifugao, a group of indigenous mountain people, began cultivating the land. The terraces were initially developed as a means to maximize arable land in the rugged mountain terrain, which would have otherwise been unsuitable for farming. Over the centuries, the terraces have been expanded and refined, with each generation adding their knowledge and improving the system. The method used to build the terraces was highly sophisticated, involving the construction of intricate irrigation systems that direct water from nearby rivers to flood the terraces. The terraces are not only an agricultural feat, but also a beautiful example of how humans have adapted to and harmonized with their natural environment. The Banaue rice terraces are composed of thousands of individual steps, each carved into the mountainside, reaching up to 1,500 meters, 4,900 feet, above sea level. They cover an area of over 10,360 square kilometers and extend across the valleys and slopes of the Ifugao Mountains. The terraces are made primarily of stones and mud, and their walls are held together with a mixture of mud, lime, and bamboo. The terraces are designed in such a way that they have a natural drainage system, preventing waterlogging and allowing for optimal rice cultivation. The careful engineering of the terraces, combined with the knowledge of the Ifugao people about the water cycle, has allowed rice to be grown year-round. The cultural significance of the Banaue rice terraces extends beyond their practical use in agriculture. They are a deep part of Ifugao culture and tradition, woven into their spiritual beliefs and rituals. The terraces are not only a symbol of the Ifugao's resilience and creativity, but also represent their connection to the land and the environment. The rice terraces are maintained using traditional farming methods that have been passed down through generations. These techniques are rooted in the Ifugao's spiritual and social life, with rituals performed to ensure the success of the rice harvest, to honor the spirits of the land, and to maintain harmony between people and nature. The terraces are still used today to grow rice, with the Ifugao people continuing to farm the land using the traditional methods passed down through generations. While modern technologies have impacted the farming practices in the region, the terraces still reflect a unique blend of ancient and modern methods. In recent years, the rice terraces have faced several challenges, including the impact of climate change, economic difficulties, and a decline in the younger generation's interest in farming. Despite these challenges, the rice terraces remain a vital part of the Ifugao people's cultural identity and continue to be a symbol of their heritage. The Banaue rice terraces were designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1995 in recognition of their cultural significance and exceptional beauty. This recognition has helped to raise awareness about the importance of preserving the terraces and has attracted international attention. The terraces are now a popular tourist destination, drawing visitors from around the world who come to admire the breathtaking landscape and learn about the history and culture of the Ifugao people. However, this influx of tourists has also led to concerns about the preservation of the terraces, with some locals fearing that tourism may have negative effects on the environment and traditional way of life. In response to these challenges, efforts have been made to balance the preservation of the terraces with the needs of the local community. Local organizations, in collaboration with the Philippine government and international organizations, have implemented various programs aimed at promoting sustainable tourism, preserving the cultural heritage, and supporting the local economy. These programs focus on educating visitors about the significance of the terraces, encouraging responsible tourism practices, and providing economic opportunities for the Ifugao people through ecotourism and cultural exchange. The Banaue rice terraces stand as a living testament to the ingenuity, resilience, and cultural richness of the Ifugo people. They are not just an agricultural marvel, but a symbol of a community that has managed to live in harmony with nature for thousands of years. As the world faces growing environmental and cultural challenges, the terraces serve as a reminder of the importance of sustainable practices, respect for tradition, and the need to protect and preserve cultural heritage for future generations. The continued preservation and celebration of the Banaue rice terraces will ensure that they remain a source of pride, inspiration, and wonder for generations to come. The enduring significance of the Banaue rice terraces extends beyond their status as a historical and cultural landmark. They represent the intimate relationship between human innovation and the natural world, where the Ifugo people's sustainable farming practices have allowed them to live in the challenging mountain environment for centuries. The rice terraces are not merely fields. They embody a philosophy of cooperation with nature, illustrating how ancient practices can offer valuable lessons in environmental stewardship. Their continued existence offers a glimpse into a sustainable agricultural model that contrasts sharply with modern industrial farming practices that often disregard ecological balance. In addition to their agricultural and cultural value, the Banaue rice terraces hold profound symbolic meaning for the Ifugo people. The terraces are often referred to as the stairway to the sky and are seen as a manifestation of the harmony between the spiritual world and the physical realm. The Ifugo believe that the terraces are sacred, and they consider the rice grown within them to be a gift from the gods. Every aspect of the rice cultivation process, from the preparation of the land to the rituals associated with planting and harvesting, is infused with spiritual meaning. These practices not only serve to ensure a good harvest, but also to maintain a sense of balance and respect for the world around them. As the global community becomes increasingly concerned with environmental sustainability, the Banaue rice terraces offer a valuable example of ecological resilience. The terraces are an early example of a landscape shaped by human ingenuity to support long-term agricultural production in harmony with the environment. Unlike modern agricultural systems that often rely heavily on chemical fertilizers and intensive water use, the Ifugo's terraces are a model of low-impact farming. Their use of rainwater for irrigation, the careful management of soil nutrients, and the use of local, natural materials for construction are all elements that contribute to the terrace's environmental sustainability. However, the maintenance of the terraces requires constant effort. Over the years, many of the terraces have suffered from neglect and environmental degradation, particularly as younger generations have increasingly moved away from traditional farming in favor of urbanization and other opportunities. This has led to a decline in the number of people who possess the skills required to maintain the terraces. The challenge of revitalizing these traditional practices, while also ensuring that they are economically viable in the modern world, remains a pressing issue for local communities and cultural preservationists. Fortunately, a number of initiatives have been put in place to help safeguard the future of the terraces. These initiatives often focus on integrating tourism with community development, recognizing that sustainable tourism can provide a source of income for local residents while promoting awareness of the importance of preserving this cultural heritage. Additionally, partnerships between local farmers, government agencies, and international organizations have been instrumental in securing funding for the restoration and maintenance of the terraces. Educational programs and workshops are also helping to pass on the knowledge of traditional rice farming techniques to younger generations, ensuring that the cultural and agricultural heritage of the Ifugo people is not lost. The Banaue rice terraces also have a profound impact on the broader Filipino identity. As a symbol of national pride, they represent not only the ingenuity of the Ifugo, but also the broader resilience and adaptability of the Filipino people. The terraces are part of the collective memory of the Philippines and serve as a reminder of the country's rich history of indigenous knowledge and sustainable practices. The terraces have even become a rallying point for calls to preserve other indigenous cultural landscapes and traditions that face similar challenges in the face of modernity and globalization. The importance of the Banaue rice terraces cannot be overstated, not only as a physical space, but also as a cultural touchstone. Their continued existence is a reminder that the preservation of natural and cultural heritage requires sustained effort, collaboration, and respect for the traditions that have shaped these landscapes for millennia. The terraces are more than just a tourist attraction or an agricultural phenomenon. They are a living, breathing testament to a community's enduring connection to its land and culture. As long as efforts to protect and sustain the Banaue rice terraces continue, they will remain an enduring symbol of human ingenuity, cultural pride, and environmental sustainability for future generations. The ongoing preservation of the Banaue rice terraces also highlights the evolving relationship between tradition and modernity. While many local communities continue to engage in traditional farming practices, the pressures of contemporary life, including the lure of urbanization, often present a challenge to maintaining the terraces. Over the years, younger generations in Ifugo have increasingly moved to cities in search of more lucrative job opportunities, leading to a labor shortage in the terraces and threatening their upkeep. This shift has raised concerns about the future of the terraces, as fewer people are available to cultivate the rice fields, repair the stone walls, and manage the irrigation systems that sustain the terraces. To address these challenges, efforts have been made to create incentives for younger Ifugo people to return to their ancestral lands and continue the farming traditions that have sustained the terraces for centuries. One such initiative is the promotion of ecotourism, which seeks to integrate the natural beauty of the terraces with cultural education. This not only provides economic opportunities for locals, but also gives younger generations a sense of pride and connection to their heritage. Through initiatives like these, it is hoped that the terraces can remain vital both as an agricultural system and a living cultural monument. Moreover, climate change presents another significant challenge for the continued success of the Banaue rice terraces. Shifts in rainfall patterns, the increasing frequency of typhoons, and rising temperatures have already impacted the rice production in the region. The terraces, while resilient due to their ancient irrigation system, are not immune to the pressures of a changing climate. Local farmers are adapting by exploring new varieties of rice that are more resistant to extreme weather conditions, but this adaptation is not without its challenges. Balancing modern agricultural practices with the preservation of traditional methods requires careful planning and support from both the government and the global community. Despite these difficulties, the international recognition of the terraces has brought greater attention to their plight and the importance of preserving them. The support of UNESCO and other international organizations has helped fund various conservation programs that aim to safeguard the terraces from further degradation. Additionally, increased global awareness of the terraces has led to a rise in sustainable tourism practices, with visitors encouraged to respect the cultural significance of the terraces and minimize their impact on the environment. Through these efforts, the hope is to create a sustainable model for the preservation of cultural landscapes in other parts of the world facing similar challenges. The Banaue rice terraces are not only a cultural treasure of the Philippines, but also a universal symbol of the potential for harmonious coexistence between humanity and nature. They serve as a reminder that even in the face of modern challenges, ancient wisdom and practices have the power to offer solutions to contemporary problems. The terraces demonstrate that sustainable agricultural practices can be a key to both environmental preservation and cultural continuity. Their survival is a tribute to the vision and perseverance of the Ifugo people and an inspiration to all who seek to protect and honor their own cultural landscapes. As the terraces continue to face the pressures of modernization, climate change, and shifting social dynamics, it is essential for both local communities and the global community to support their preservation. The Banaue rice terraces are more than just a physical landmark. They are a living testament to the resilience, creativity, and deep connection to the land that has sustained the Ifugo people for generations. By safeguarding these terraces, we not only protect a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but also ensure that future generations will be able to experience and learn from this extraordinary cultural and agricultural achievement. In doing so, the Banaue rice terraces will continue to stand as a symbol of human ingenuity, environmental stewardship, and the enduring importance of cultural heritage in an ever-changing world.